Tell the audience your theory about how Turbo was created.
Okay. My theory about how Turbo was created. Now I have to make up something else because I've gone and forgotten what was I said. Okay, I said that Rex came, whining and moaning and complaining to Viola, who's awesome and abundant with her feelings, and took him up in her arms like a little baby and held him like a tiny baby boy and comforted him. And in his time of great need, he shed a single tear. And that was the slime that produced Turbo.
That's your understanding of dragon reproduction. He's a virgin. Rex has never fucked once.
I'm having a different dice book in my head. I don't know what y'all are doing, but when I'm not caught up on the episodes, it goes into a whole nother direction.
Yeah, sometimes I ask you, like, oh, how'd you like that episode? And then I realize you were listening in a completely novel way because you're like, yeah, I can't believe Falconbridge is caught pegging everyone. And I'm like, what are you talking about? How did you get that? You're like, it's clearly the subtext.
I'm having a different dice book. If you want to listen to my podcast, you can head down to patreon.com/notaustinyorsky and support me.
For the dark feed. All right. So I had no idea how the last Cymbeline/Turbo arc was going to go. You all swerved on me a couple times. Most importantly, when Turbo said, let's go rob Rosaline. That was 100% you, and it was very cool.
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
You got the Fulgore in your tummy. You were about to attain phenomenal cosmic power when a barbarian Cymbeline, played by Sarah, shook you violently until you threw up.
Violently.
And then took the Fulgore and flew away, and you were betrayed. And that's where we're going to pick up, because you have a dire hamster mount, a celestial hamster, that you ride after them, and she can fly pretty fast. And so you chase her all across the Cookie Mountains to a fairy ring of mushrooms where the Cymbelines love to go. You wander the Feywild, where, minutes are hours and days are weeks, and you don't know how long you're gone from everyone else's perspective because you're in the Fey. Do you have an idea? Because during this time, you're having all these other adventures. We could set any number of episodes here where Turbo is being raised by the Cymbelines in the Feywild, because when you come back, you're going to be older.
Oh, wow. That's incredible. Wait, so I chased her back to the Feywild?
Yeah, there's fairy rings of mushrooms scattered throughout the mountain range, which lead to shards of the Feywild, where time flows differently. And so it's, you go in there and you're trying to find the barbarian Cymbeline.
I never find her because Sarah's not here.
That is both true on a number of levels. That, yes, Sarah's not in the call, so you're not going to confront her now. And also, I just think it would be probably bad writing if you immediately got it back and were like, no, I changed my mind about that plot point. No,
yeah,
you do fruitlessly
chase
her.
So I think it does something to me, walking around for days and or weeks and or seconds, excruciating, honestly. And I'm unfortunately thinking about the thing I just saw, which is the cycle of a guy turning into goop and then coming back to make a flesh-like monster of the same goop for eternity.
You said flesh-like monster, right? I just want to make sure I didn't mishear you.
Yeah, well, I can't imagine that it's the same guy.
Sorry, you missed it. It was a fleshlight joke.
Oh, no, I already made all of the fleshlight jokes you can in this season. They're all, if you didn't hear them, you cut them out. But there was enough, trust me. Anyway, so yeah, from goop to goop for eternity. And I'm thinking about how...
That's going to be in our vows.
From goop to goop. Yeah, and how friends are the ones to break up friendships and take away balls from babies. So yeah, I'm having a time. Am I on drugs again? Because it's the Feywild? Am I on drugs?
Okay, so you had to clarify it was you or Turbo. I don't think you're on drugs in a specific narcotic way. I think maybe the effect of being lost to the Feywild has a drug-like feeling to it, but you don't stop to like do a line of ketamine or something.
Every now and then I look down at my hands and I'm like, these hands are different than they were before.
I mean, they literally are, because you are growing up here and you're getting better at your magic, right? Dragons can change their bodies kind of at will, and you want to be more like the Cymbalines, right? You already kind of look like them physically, although you're larger.
But I want more color.
Yeah, more like rainbow. Like
I'm only red and green, like Dan. That's all he can see. I don't want to be like that.
Wait,
I actually don't know. It might be.
I was gonna say,
sorry, Dan.
if you paint yourself red and green, you can just break into Dan's house and he can't see you. You can just take all his miniatures. You're completely invisible to him. But yeah, how long are you here while you're like mastering your magic and growing up a little bit?
That's interesting. I do think of Turbo as has kind of a longing, like a social animal. Grew up for just a couple of hours, but still a formative time of being social. But I've got a lot to think about. So how does time pass? I don't know, 69 days? A good 69 days.
That was the right answer. I didn't think there was a right answer until you said it, but there actually was a correct answer the whole time. It was a test and a quiz.
Life is a test. I'm winning.
All right. So it's 69 minutes in the Cookie Mountains, but 69 days in the Feywild. That's the exchange rate when you give up. There's two important things. One is you don't find Barbarian Cymbaline and the Numenon that she stole. The second thing is that Cleric Cymbaline, who was played by Skitch, and was slashed by Keeper's sword, starts feeling a terrible pain, which grows and grows and grows for the time you're there. If you'll recall, when Doc Hop got stabbed by that sword, and then over the next couple of episodes,
she had a bad tummy.
Her tummy got worse and worse and worse, and then it would have continued until she broke that magical effect with the possum playing card, which you can draw your own conclusions. I don't know if I want to immediately explain all of that in excruciating detail, but that's happening to Claire.
Possum play is a thing. That's the audio podcast. That's where we talk about that.
Okay, that's on the dark feed.
Moving on.
Patreon.com/notaustinyorski. But yeah, eventually Cleric stops being able to use magic and stays behind in the Feywild. And you return not just to the Cookie Mountains, but back to where you were hatched, to the only place here that's familiar to you, to continue looking and searching for answers. It's in the back behind a restaurant called McDolahan's. You don't know that. To you, this is just a bunch of different mountains.
Well, I want to say something. It takes me 69 minutes, but probably part of what brings me back is I've forgiven Barbarian. So maybe I want to go back to try to say.
That's big of you.
Yeah. Well, I'm big.
No, I'm glad for that insight, because I could just write a long description of you running around the Feywild looking under leaves.
Really, I'm going, and then I go back. I'm sorry. It's fine.
But you pass a couple of the vehicles that the Cymbalines have been copying from the original stolen so many episodes ago in what was called in the old world a parking lot. And as you approach the restaurant, which has a number of people coming in and out of it of different sizes and species, you see one person definitely standing out, a bedraggled woman, kind of a greasy looking human. I believe we described her multiple times as quite milfy. She looks like a pretty usual human, although I guess as a 69-day-old dragon, you don't really have a great frame of reference. But she does have one very outstanding feature, which she has 9 human fingers and 1 dragon claw sticking.
So many fingers.
Out of the normal amount. One of her fingers is a draconic claw, but just the finger bone. There's no flesh to it. Very obvious.
You're right. Strange. This is the right number of fingers. I'm sorry.
You took it back to the lab. You ran some tests. You ran the grass chromatograph mass spectrometer.
It's just like, that's way too many.
Damn, girl, where'd you get all those fingers?
Yeah, I was just thinking of them all in one hand for something. Anyway, okay, interesting. Yes.
All right, so you're here to continue looking for Barbarian Cymbeline and get that item back. There's still just this itch in the
How
back of
many
your
fingers
mind.
do I have?
I believe you have 5 dragon fingers / claws on each hand and
Wait,
foot.
we all have, as a dragon, I'm a dragon and I have fingers?
You have 6 limbs, 2 arms, 2 legs, and 2 wings.
Okay, that was the wrong answer because I have more limbs than I did when I was born.
Oh, because you have your arms from arms and your grappling hooks? That's true, yeah.
So I think that's something that we can bond over. As I'm like, that's a weird other finger you've got. Check out mine.
Is that okay?
Check this shit out.
So you see a woman with dark circles around her eyes, clearly upset in some way, maybe lost.
Yeah, and I'm like, I could relate to her. I feel already. I'm like, one of us. You're fucked up. Let's be friends.
She's looking around in some distress, and you're like, "Hey, lady, what those fingers do?"
Yeah. Looks like you got something going on right there. You want to talk about that?
She turns and looks at you, and she has a strange, faraway look in her eye, like she is both looking at you and past you at something else, and it's not 100% clear why that is. But she says, "Have you seen my daughter around here? She was here. She will be here. She has been here."
Wow. I want to say that also this is probably what Turbo should expect from a parent figure, is kind of looking at you but not looking at you and seeing through you but not paying attention. Kind of like when I look at my phone and I look at pictures of Bjork and I'm like, Bjork, stop bothering me. I'm trying to look at pictures of you right now.
Yeah. She's trying to get your attention and you're pushing her away so you can look at a picture of her.
Okay. Anyway, I don't know. What did she look like? What's she like? What's she into? Yeah, did she have like an extra little claw dangling like that? I like it. I think it's cool. I'm just asking.
I haven't met her yet. I will meet her. I have been meeting her here.
Holy shit. I think I'm like, this interesting. So you haven't met her, you haven't meeting her, but you're trying to find her. I'll help you.
Oh, that's cute. Her eyes kind of widen in surprise. She looks more directly at your eyes for a second before looking away again, and then rummages in her pocket and pulls out a golden ring, which appears to have some sort of substance on it, some like slime. It's like a dark goo. Like it kind of looks like liquid night sky, like flecked with stars. It's unlike anything you've ever seen before. And she holds it up on her palm, and it floats up off the ground and the ring starts slowly moving towards the restaurant behind you. And she says, it's coming back. I reversed the time, the senescence, the time slime. That it was here, it will be here, it has been here. This is where she is. You gonna help me search?
I'll help you. I'm already looking and following the slime.
Mm-hmm. You're looking real close at it. You love its gooey textures.
Yeah. Can I touch it?
Absolutely.
Grabby hands? Yeah.
Okay.
I lick my lips, but I don't want to eat it. Just the slime, it gets me going. I'm like, ooh, slime.
Okay, so Turbo, you see this ring with the time slime, the essence of senescence on it. You reach out and you touch it while licking your lips, and it soaks into your finger, and you feel an immediate burst of strength. Your muscles expanding imperceptibly, your eyesight becoming sharper, your breath becoming deeper. You don't understand exactly what happened, but that felt really good.
Yeah. Oh my God. This is like the guy who's like, what is it? He went to the hospital and he got the missing vitamin, and they're like,
yeah, the Tumblr post is like, I have this daydream that I lose consciousness in public, and they rush me to the hospital and they run tests on me, and they realize that I've been missing a vitamin the whole time that will fix everything. And everyone gathers around me and they say, oh, I can't believe you're so brave. You lacked the vitamin and yet you persisted.
Yes, that allegory keeps me going every day. I'm like, one day they're going to crack the code and figure out the vitamin that I'm missing. Meanwhile, it's always been slime. Anyway, so I touched the slime. It fills me with such strength and vitality that I feel turbo.
This woman says to you, "Be careful. That's pure senescence. It'll age
This
you."
lady's like a drug dealer.
Yeah,
I just
she's
walked
offering.
up to her at a gas station and she gave me the drug of all drugs.
Yeah, she's offering a baby unknown substances behind the McDonald's. So,
yeah. But to her, I'm like her age and also a baby and also the same moment and all. Anyway, I'm 69 days old. 69 days and 3 hours old. I deserve.
Exactly. You deserve a little bit
slime.
of sludge from beyond the veil of space and time.
Yes.
She says, be careful with that. It'll age you. It's pure senescence.
Well, it sounds tasty.
Oh, I don't think you should eat it. I don't think it's food.
Okay. Lady, do you realize I'm a baby?
Okay.
Also, you seem kind of nice. My parents were jerks, so they like to kill people, and you're giving out slime. I don't know. You're cool. You should not stress so much.
Yeah, she looks at you again. She's been looking through you, looking past you. It's not clear how much she's seeing of you, but she gives you the most clear-eyed look she has so far, and she says, "You're a Cymbeline. You've been a Cymbeline. You were a Cymbeline. You'll be a Cymbeline."
Yeah, I'm Cymbeline. Wait, how'd you know?
And she grabs you and begins shaking you.
Oh my God! Good thing I'm 69 weeks old now. Or wait, no, it's still days. Anyway, stop shaking me.
Where's my egg? Where's my egg? I'll crush you.
Oh my God.
When my husband gets here, he's gonna snap your spine in 1,000 places.
Oh my God. I was an egg. I am an egg. I'm trying to relate to her. one day you were an egg and you will be an egg again.
Whoa.
Stop, we're all eggs.
Well, I'm going to be an egg again? As she looks off like dreamily into the
sky.
She drops me. She says, "So you're here. I was right." And then she does a hand gesture as if to cast a spell, and you see her lips moving. She's sending a magical message somewhere else.
Ooh. Well, immediately when she says "I was right," I roll my eyes. So like I heard this about dragons, always thinking they're right or that there is right or wrong. So full of themselves.
And that stuff doesn't belong to you.
Yeah. I do think I should try to steal something from her while she's distracted.
You're just gonna go into her pocket and help yourself to the rest of the slime?
I mean, she's busy. She's also like not looking at me clearly. And she shook me.
She's sending a message off to the audience knows Rex that she found the Cymbalines.
I was like, she's sending a message to the audience?
They're behind you. Run, audience. Like they're on there listening to this podcast outside. And like, they're coming. No, she is moving her lips as sounding out the message she's sending to Rex, and you reach into her pocket and just pull out as much slime as you can carry, and it starts soaking through your skin, and you're getting bigger. Like I said, your muscles are expanding. You're aging right before her eyes. You're getting more powerful. You could feel like magic rippling through you. It's instinctual. Dragons are inherently magical.
She's just carrying slime, not even in a jar. It's just in her pocket.
Yeah, I mean, maybe she had a jar, but it was open.
Are any of them the little hands?
Okay, audience, you can't see Joa. She's making the hand gesture as if the little things you buy at the gas station.
The things you give for 25 cents out of a pizza restaurant.
Sticky hands.
Sticky hands. You slap it against the window, and you feel like life is worth it again.
Oh my God! Oh, you could rob every one of her pockets at once because you have the arms from arms, and so absolutely. So you feel full of power, and like your body is malleable. You can become bigger. You can become smaller. You can do anything you want.
Let's see. We're in a thing that was a parking lot. Are there any cool vehicles? I've grown. I'm like older. I'm not really an Impala gal anymore. I'm like maybe a motorcycle type.
I mean, the problem is that everyone else is using like horse and buggies. Everyone else is riding, rickshaws.
A single horsepower will do.
Yeah, okay, you and the other Cymbeline steal some horses and drift them around the McDonald's parking lot. You do burnouts out of a Shetland pony.
What were the horses who were pulling the skiff?
The shark horses, the shorses?
Yeah.
In season 9? Yeah, you could have some shorses.
I loved them. I was just thinking like kind of scaly, kind of luminescent,
Yeah, no, this is very important. I think it says a lot about Turbo that after she gets new powers, first thing she wants to do is go fuck around with her friends. And then behind you, Viola still staring off the sky, having sent all the messages, but gotten lost in like the timelines, where she is, what she's supposed to be doing. She looks up. I
don't think I can just leave her behind. Okay, keep going.
She's looking up at the sky when the silhouette of a dragon flies by to go check some other restaurants, and she sees this dragon. There's a feathered celestial dragon fly overhead, and a look of white hot anger comes over her face, and she says, "That homewrecker." And her body explodes into a puce dragon form as she changes back and flies off after Andronicus to kick his ass because...
Wait, why is he a homewrecker?
Because she was existing in a timeline in which she was dating DiCaprio, and Andronicus, she's perceiving Andronicus as fucking with her woman.
Oh my god, that's incredible.
And so, you're doing wheelies in the parking lot. Viola flies off, chasing Andronicus, confused about which timeline she's in.
Yeah, I hope she finds what she's looking for. That was weird. But hey, I got this cool slime. You guys want to check it out?
I lied. I forgot to take my brain meds. I'm not ready. I'm taking them now. Don't worry. Keep the show going. Keep vamping.
How long do they take to kick in? Is this like a you'll be good in 5 minutes thing, or is like the final scene you're suddenly gonna snap awake and be like, I solved it?
Frankly, I don't know what I'm like now without them. And I feel like maybe if I go on too long, I'm gonna start shutting down.
See, I have the opposite situation with Dice Tonk, which is I have to time my brain meds so that they start slowing down around midnight, otherwise I just won't get to sleep. So, like, I'm being unshackled from focus as we start recording, and that's the life I live now.
Oh, these shits knock me the fuck out.
I just saw a movie about podcasting. It was a horror movie called Undertones, and it was about like a haunted podcast, basically. And they recorded like 2 a.m. I was like sitting there the whole time, being like, "Oh, the sound baffling in their studio is not good enough. Oh, they got a good mic." I was like doing cinema sins on their podcasting shit. But I was definitely thinking like, it's crazy how much energy they both had. Like both the hosts of this podcast were like fucking Pazuzus coming through the mic.
It's wild, the idea that someone would try and have high energy while podcasting at somewhere in the realm of 2 a.m, huh?
I know, as I was thinking of you, Laura. I was like, they
wild podcasting hours. No one should be expected to do this.
I also have to take my vitamin D pill because, as Austin once said, I'm medically pale.
Yeah, you're gonna start sloughing off if you don't get all your vitamins, so you do that. But I was definitely thinking of you, Laura. I was like, if they had cast you in this movie, there'd be a part where someone's reading, an incantation backwards to open the gates of hell, and you'd be like, "Oh, sorry, I spaced out. I wasn't paying attention. Can we go back?" And like the demons would get really mad at you. They'd be like, "Come on, we're all this fucking build up." Yeah. So
do they summon the high priest of podcasting, Conan O'Brien? Like, how does it go? What happens?
Is he still potting? I don't actually know what he's up to.
Didn't he invent podcasts? That's what people always tell me. I don't know if that's true.
No, you're right. You got it. He invented podcasting sometime in 2018, I believe, and we're all better for it.
I remember when podcasts were a thing that, like, even when you listened to one that a company made, it was 2 people shoved in a cupboard being like, they gave us half an hour on our lunch break and didn't say we couldn't do it. Download the MP3 directly once a week.
Sometimes when I'm cutting out all the crosstalk and sounds of people doing big gulps or whatever during the thing, I'm like, am I taking out like delightful texture that people would love to like feel closer to us, like they're in the same closet, or am I wasting my time here?
Look, my wife's law firm that does workman's comp for the company has its own podcast, which I think is just a truly evil sentence.
Dan, are they hiring? I feel like I could bring a lot to this podcasting outfit.
They famously go through people so fast. They're so bad at being a company. I will end it there to not incriminate my wife.
Say what you will about the quality of my podcasting. No one can ever deny the regularity and consistency of my podcasting. They will never be able to get rid of me once they let me in.
Oh no, they'll fire you within 3 weeks or you'll quit. Believe me.
All right, off to a weird start, but this has been a unique situation where the audience hasn't heard from your characters in a couple weeks, and also you haven't recorded in a couple weeks, just the way the scheduling all worked out. So more than ever, I think it is appropriate to start with a little recap here. I put one in the chat for you all to peruse, but does anyone want to give it a go about what was the last thing Ulysses, Rex, and Hop did?
Made a whoopsie.
We killed a child, I believe.
Yeah, we killed Rex's baby. We came all the way looking for Rex's kid and then just smush.
Austin took my comments about shooting the dog to heart, and he put my baby in the meat grinder.
I know that I have a Cymbeline with 2 HP in my hand, and I don't know whether this is also Rex's child or whether it is safe for me to squish.
A lot of great questions here. So the summary I wrote for you all was that Rex drank that elf's blood until they passed out. Ulysses was scouting outside and was attacked by an elemental, but you escaped with your magic carpet. Ulysses, you came down into the kitchen, found the larder, broke the lock, opened the door to the basement, and found the loom. Rex and Hop, there are 3 Cymbalines in the kitchen with you. Hop picked one up and crushed it down to 2 hit points, like you said. There was a mysterious charisma save that you all failed. You don't know why, or what it does. We'll get back to that, presumably. Rex, the Cymbaline you were menacing, pulled out a little monkey toy with a little triangle, and they hit you with a curse. This is stolen from your mom, You just don't remember the exact effect. This proved to be extremely controversial among listeners about what the monkey curse did to you. I don't know why, but you'll find out eventually.
Was there any kind of consensus that we can get filled in on? Like, what did the audience make of it? What do they reckon happened?
I saw the audience, one person get it almost completely right and then get completely sidetracked by details that were, quite frankly, me accidentally metagaming.
Yeah, and what's very funny is that often someone will guess a plot twist perfectly, and then a bunch of other people will jump in and browbeat them into changing their mind. That's a funny thing I see all the time. Finally, Rex, you were stomping on a Cymbaline, but it was just making a loud squeaky noise, like a dog chew toy for some reason. Then you put your sword through it, and it popped in a explosion of bubbles and giggles, and that's where we are. You're in the kitchen of the McDullahans. It is filling with bubbles. There is, magical echoing giggles all around you. Very strange. 2 visible Cymbalines. One of them yells, "Turbo, no!" What do you do?
They should have shouted "Turbo, no!"
Shit and cry, I guess. Let me think.
You've had 3 weeks to think. What do you mean, let me think?
Yeah, Austin, this is a very difficult podcasting situation to put me in. Yeah, I think shit and cry is a pretty good answer.
Okay, roll Constitution saving throw to shit and cry.
Okay, well, no, here's what I'll do. What would I have to roll to identify what just happened with that simply turning into bubbles?
I mean, there's a lot of different things there. I'm going to say Arcana, because normally people don't explode into bubbles and giggles, so probably magic of some kind.
I got a 7. Mind you, Dan knows what this is because Austin, 2 weeks ago, said Dan solved the campaign at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, you did send me a message, presumably while you were in a deep meditation. It came to you, and you sent me before the sun was up. But yeah, Rex, you're just aghast. You're shaken with a 7 on this Arcana check. Your mind blanks. You have no idea what the fuck any of this could mean. The there's one Cymbeline like left, scrambling for the door. Hop, you have the other one in your hand. Ulysses, you're on the stairs into the larder. You can see the shuddering Hoberman sphere that is the loom in the dark, spitting out piece of popcorn after piece of popcorn, which is, slowly filling. There's like a whole 2-foot layer of stale popcorn here.
Yeah, that seems concerning. Can I investigate the loom? Can I check it out?
100%, yeah.
Yeah, I want to go over and see what this loom's all about. 4, Austin.
Uh-oh, off to some bad rolls so far. I will say that this thing gives you an uneasy feeling. Look at it, you feel kind of queasy and ill. This is your first time ever laying eyes on it. With a 4, all you really can tell is that you're in a dark basement where, potatoes and so forth are being kept for this restaurant, and there's popcorn being spit out by it. So not anything particularly helpful or useful. It does appear to be the real loom. So okay. I think that's, if you had any concerns there.
Can I do a different roll?
If you want to. I believe in you.
This one's an attack roll.
Absolutely.
29.
Holy Lord. Okay. So you have the unicorn horn spear that Viola gave to you for your quinceanera, and you just suddenly strike out and try to hit one of the armatures of this thing.
Yeah, I want to bonk this thing. I want to see how strong it is.
Yeah. So you hit it dead on onto one of the arms, because it's a sphere made of these overlapping, crisscrossing filaments. It's hard to even describe the material. There's definitely a scratch. This thing is not indestructible. We had discussed previously this season about nuking it potentially. You did use up the nuke, but I'm not, things are still on the table. But
Austin, we didn't use up the nuke. I am the nuke.
That's true. But your unicorn horn spear scratches it and then is sucked into the center of the sphere, discharging the piece of popcorn that had been left in there. And now your spear is floating in the center, and the sphere starts rapidly, like a beating heart, contracting and expanding, contracting and expanding, and it begins pumping out unicorn horn spears in the basement.
Oh, wait, Austin, I think I just solved a big problem here. Can I put Adderall in this machine?
Yeah. Ulysses is gonna start a fucking drug lab in the basement. Just lock the door. You don't need any of that family drama. You got your shit figured out.
I'm gonna solve a medical shortage that this country has had for a very, very long time by just printing Adderall.
Yeah, no, everyone's gonna get all their chores done. Believe in Ulysses. Universal basic Adderall. Rex and Hop, you can hear faintly in the basement. the kid is up to something down there.
Yeah, Rex is gonna grab for the one that's trying to get away.
All right, yeah, let's do just a quick dexterity contest, because it is gonna try to jump between your hands.
Okalido.
Oh, I crit. What the fuck?
Well, I can't beat that. This is a flat D20, so let's see what happens.
What the fuck?
I got a 1, so.
Dan, why did you say that?
Oh no, the dreaded crotch. Oh no.
It's okay. It's crotching season, folks. You try to grab a Cymbeline. It darts between your hands and flits out the door into the distance. I will say, Ulysses, you're faintly aware of something going on outside. You tried to scout it when that elemental stepped on your neck. It was a whole thing. Now you all are becoming increasingly aware of a distance sound around the restaurant. I believe someone earlier said, I think it was the elf that you drank like a Capri Sun, who said she called for reinforcements. There are definitely sounds going on around the restaurant that are getting harder to ignore.
Mm-hmm. Rex takes a deep breath. He's covered in blood still. He's getting incredibly angry, but he's trying to center himself. And he's going to turn on the fryers, Austin.
Oh, no.
And then he's going to turn to the final assembly that is in Hop's hands and say, "You've been abandoned by not one, but 2 of your quote-unquote family members today. You called that thing," and he gestures to where he decapitated the mystery Cymbeline, my child's name. Explain now, or I will make you into a deep-fried Cymbeline burger.
All right, intimidation with advantage because of your incredibly strong position.
Okie dokie. That's an
I have to admit, I would probably crack if someone was going to put me in a fryer and I had 2 hit points.
A. 15.
15's perfect. Once again, outside you hear some kind of roar that would have confused you, but you actually repaired Barbas's vehicles before, so you kind of understand what an engine is. There's the sound of engines outside the restaurant. As you threaten to put this Cymbeline in the fryer, you succeed in scaring the shit out of it, and it says, "Oh yeah, sorry. It's just that there was a baby, and it's my friend, and I guess it's there. We just call it a Cymbeline because it's a Cymbeline, but it's also, I guess, named Turbo."
Now what does Rex do with this information, or does Hop just pop them before I get a chance? Hop, what are you thinking?
Hop is resisting the urge to do so. This is Rex's mission. I can squeeze and pop this thing if that's what you want, but I'm also not gonna do so in case you still want to grill it.
Yeah, Rex will follow up and say, and the bubbles, what was that?
I don't know. It's some kind of magic. Cause Turbo's different kind of magics than us. We don't even know what her breath is like. It's just she's full of surprises. Please don't fry me.
I squeeze slightly tighter.
When you squeeze the Cymbeline, a squeaky toy noise comes out.
One HP's worth of squeeze at most. Less than 1 HP's worth of squeeze, to be clear.
Yeah, this is just some flavor of this. Is whatever that situation is still ongoing.
So that's not just a turbo thing. Okay.
Rex picks up the buns with one hand and ketchup with another and says, I would suggest you best be giving me a reason not to eat you rapidly.
Oh, okay, well, if you're going to eat me, you probably should go with the spicy mayo, the aioli. I think it really bring out my flavors. What do you want to know? I'll tell you anything, please. My flesh is so delicious.
Give me the true names of your siblings.
Oh.
And I will let you leave.
So you did succeed on the intimidation, so it's basically willing to give you almost anything. I feel like the true names, which is like complete control over their loved ones, is perhaps another check. Persuasion?
Okay. I can do that. 17.
So I was looking for 20 for them to just give you all the names. I think with a 17, they will give you theirs because they're dead anyway. But they are not going to give up their whole family to your.
Okay, I take their true name and then tell them using their true name to give me all of their true names.
Oh my god! All right, let me see if I can charisma save my way out of this. 15 is what I rolled there to try to resist. That's not going to be high enough. I wanted a 20 for them to succeed on this. So they start telling you, and the engine sounds outside are intensifying. You can hear them like buzzing by the restaurant, circling it now. You're being surrounded completely. Ulysses, you're in the basement. Are you still cooking up batches of Adderall?
Well, I do want to message my family members real quick to be like, hey guys, there's some bad vibes going on down here. There's a lot of bad feelings.
How bad we talking?
We should destroy this basement. And then the loom's here, I think, but it's shooting out weird shit. I'm making Adderall with it though, so if you guys need any, I can give you some. But I think we need.
There's been a real shortage of that recently. That'd be real helpful.
Yeah, I think we should take the Adderall and then nuke this room into oblivion.
Your quest objective changes from like win the Dragon Cold War to like free stimulants for everyone.
Rex, what do you want me to do with Squeeze's nearly dead Cymbeline?
That's a good question. Rex did say he would let it go free, and he has its true name. So after it starts spitting out all these names, Rex is going to say, "Leave the Cookie Mountains forever, never return."
Yeah, I mean, this Cymbeline is pretty thoroughly defeated. It gave you its true name, so you can just tell it to do that, and it will. Because this is basically like the spell, like dominate person. So if you tell it to leave, it'll try to squiggle out of Hop's hand. Do you let it go?
I'll let it go.
All right, Hop, you open your metal hand, and the little fairy dragon runs away, flies, flaps over the door, yanks it open. As soon as the door's open, you're just hit with a blast of like the sounds of the vehicles outside, the people yelling at each other. You are fairly certain now this building is surrounded, and you're gonna have to fight your way out.
Okay. Rex is going to descend down into the basement. Because one of the things we are here to do is get the loom out of here, and his thoughts are grab the loom, turn into dragons, and just bust through the ceiling.
Yeah, so you just start descending down into the larder of this restaurant, and as you do, the kitchen was filled with bubbles and faint echoing giggles, and like as you come down, you're knee high in bubbles, which are kind of cascading down with you. You bring them with you in a wave down into the basement, and you see the loom as well. It's very large, but it can be collapsed if it's pushed on from multiple sides. So if you all want to squish it and take it out, you can. This is presumably what the Cymbalines have been doing. Is so like 8 of them will grab it from different angles, push it all together, and then carry it outside to copy things. That's a thing you can all commit to doing. Right now, you see there's a couple of unicorn horn spears on the floor, and there's yeah.
Rex will turn to the two of them and say, my vote is for squishing up the loom, pocketing it for now in Hop's bag, and then we go back to trying to find my child.
Works for me. Chuck it in the sack. Go on.
Before we do, is there anything we want to duplicate?
Well, maybe we should destroy it, actually. It seems like this could be kind of dangerous. If somebody got a hold of it again, like, it just makes whatever, right?
I'm not opposed to that, but I think the conversation about whether to keep it or destroy it can wait until we've gotten it out of here. If we can get it out of here, we can sit around and chat about that.
I'm surprised you'd want to destroy something dangerous, Ulysses.
This isn't dangerous like that. It's dangerous like everyone will kill each other over this, right?
I mean, it was working for a time with our father.
Was it?
And then, well,
to be clear, Ulysses has existed for the entirety of the campaign, and as Austin has brought up multiple times, we never, ever bothered to use the loom. So in Ulysses' mind, the loom is actually, like, not relevant. He's just thinking, like, this just seems like it's a problem. Like, it could just make dangerous things. Like, thank God only the Cymbalines had it who are stupid, but, like, if somebody else had it, then, like, they could duplicate something bad.
Well, in theory, the purpose of the loom is to duplicate items so dragons don't fight over them. Although the problem in practice is that dragons still hoard things and want to prevent them from being duplicated in a number of cases. What I was thinking is that we just start duplicating everything constantly.
Well, again, we can have this discussion. Once we've gotten the loom out of here, we can decide what to do with the loom, and then get your kid, and there are things that are more of a priority than working this out right now.
But I do see your point, Ulysses. Although, if we are to destroy it, I would rather, how should I put this, secure a competitive advantage first.
All right, can I get all of you to do, let's say athletics, to push it correctly, to collapse it without fucking up something somehow?
I love athletics.
8.
15.
17.
15, 17, yeah. Hop, for a second there, your hand slips and you almost get your prosthetic pulled off and duplicated, but you were able to steady your side with the other hand, and all of you push enough to collapse the loom into a portable size, and you can stick it in your bag, Doc Hop, if you want to put that in your trash bag of holding.
Okay.
And then you have secured the loom, which is one of the kind of victory conditions for the campaign. You know, obviously we haven't decided what to do with it yet, but insofar as securing your reign over the Cookie Mountains, this is kind of a big one. At this point, you hear a window shatter upstairs.
Has 10 minutes passed since we first came into the restaurant?
Depends why.
Because I will still be invulnerable or not, which is important.
You're probably close to it. I think you're good.
Then Rex will rush up because he's gonna go, I have a short time left where I'm completely invulnerable to damage. If they're going to try to run us over with a big vehicle, let me take it. And he's gonna run upstairs.
All right, Rex, you run upstairs. You see that there's a window shattered, and you can look out. You're holding a humdrum shield, so you can block any incoming fire with your invulnerability. You see there's like a caravan of vehicles circling the restaurant. There's Cymbalines hanging out the passenger side of their best friend's ride, trying to holler at you, and a couple of elementals. I believe the elemental that stomped on Ulysses' neck said that, you know, they had all been hired by your dad to be his muscle, and if you had gone to war with your dad in a significant way, you'd have to fight like armies of them. But it seems like just a couple of them are so excited about revenge on you that they came here. But it's not a full army. They just joined this caravan of about half a dozen of these ancient war machines to your eyes, all identical, all copied in the loom, and they are firing blasts from the stolen and copied Firestone stars, as well as a bunch of other items and weapons that the Cymbalines have stolen over the whole season. So that is what's going on. They're circling and surrounding the restaurant, just waiting for their moment to strike, and they're trying to smoke you out.
Can I use my nipple clamps of the Wasteland King and just floor through the inside of just ram through the inner doors out and start the derby?
Yeah, you have the war rig that was summoned by the nipple clamps of the Wasteland King, because we make a normal show that's regular and within the Forgotten Realms canon. And you summoned your spectral steed, which is this giant post-apocalyptic war rig.
Yeah, Rex rips his shirt off and clamps on the nipple clamps, and it summons the war rig.
Okay. Can I get vehicle proficiency? So are you imagining like it's bursting out through the wall of the McDullahans and everybody's climbing on board?
That's what I'm figuring at this point, unless everyone else has got another idea.
Nope. Seems like a pretty good one.
Yeah.
What stat do you want to roll with this? Because I do have proficiency, I just don't know what stat to use.
What is the stat that best represents this? It doesn't have a steering assist, so maybe just a strength saving throw to keep the wheel straight.
Absolutely. So that'll be let's see. Stupid. Okay. Sorry, I was realizing that I had a mistake on my sheet that I corrected the math on. 22.
Perfect. Yep. So describe how this looks. You get basically whatever you want here to start off the big destruction derby, the twisted metal arc.
They're the Cymbalines there. They're going, Orlando siblings, we're calling you out. And then just a giant fucked up war rig with a golden skeleton stapled to the front of it. Rex has got his nipple clamps on, his scary gas mask, comes barreling out the front doors, and obliterates a Cymbaline that tried to grandstand right in front.
All right, Doc Hop and Ulysses, are you jumping onto the back of the war rig here?
Yeah.
Sure. Without any better plan, Doc Hop is gonna just take a wild stab and go, "Hey, Turbo, your name's Turbo. Do you want to go real fast?"
Can I get a perception check?
Sure, perception.
Mm-hmm.
10.
With a 10, Rex summons the war rig and starts driving out of the restaurant. You and Ulysses like run and jump onto the back. And I will say that you do notice the like distant giggles following along with the caravan, like in this car chase now, as there is one giant truck driven by Rex chasing after 5 Cymbeline Chevy Impalas across the rolling mountains here. You do still hear giggles like in the kitchen, but very, very faint with a 10, I will say. But that is still happening all around
not
you.
following us, still back where they were.
No, I mean when you're driving away from the restaurant, you're still hearing it.
Okay. Cool.
I think my plan is to drive up next to whichever Chevy Impala we can get up to, and start screaming the Cymbeline true names, telling them to pull the e-brake as hard as they can.
All right, yeah, well, let's do that. I'm gonna try once again a charisma save to see if they can stop the effects of their being commanded by their true name. 9, that fails. The first car you get up to, you yell, "Hey, slam on the e-brake," and they flip 10,000 times into a ravine. Like, you absolutely just destroy the shit out of that car. Here's the thing I'll say though. As the car goes tumbling off into the distance, it is going squeak, squonk, squeak, swank, like it's making comedy noises in a strange way, and it seems to almost be like made of rubber as it bounces away.
We're fighting Gear 5 Luffy. Okay. Quinn, I'm not caught up with One Piece. How do I beat this? What do we do?
It's the same thing. Gear 5 Luffy actually has all the same weaknesses as regular Luffy.
Okay, so we need to go back to the McDonald's and get some meat.
Okay, so for the opening salvo in this fight, we could roll initiative, but you're fighting like a moving caravan of a bunch of different cars, so things are kind of chaotic. 2 of the cars, different Cymbalines like pop up in the windows and fire what appear to be grappling hooks out and latch onto the war rig. Can I get dexterity saving throw, Rex, to avoid this attack?
Absolutely. 12.
That's not going to do it. No, your car gets pulled in 2 different directions, swerving violently. Let's see. Rex, Hop, and Ulysses, all of you, strength saving throw to grab onto something before you're thrown off.
Ooh.
6.
19.
14.
Ulysses, when the war rig fishtails, you get launched out of the back, and over the hills and far away, your little humanoid bug body flailing in the breeze, ever so fragile.
Yeah, remind me, Austin, is there a reason we can't turn into dragons at this moment?
I think the concern before was just accidentally killing Turbo. I think when you're in the air, I don't think there's any chance you're going to accidentally squish him.
Yeah, then I'll turn into my full dragon form, because that seems like a cool thing to do right now. And also, I'm pretty sure I would just die otherwise. Level 1, ugh.
Well, no, you'd hit like a hill and make a bounce pad noise like Sonic and launch into the
air. That'd be interesting. So yeah, Ulysses, you hit the emergency level 20 dragon button, and you're a huge, leopard gecko dragon in the air. Can I get a perception from you as you see the car chase below you?
Crit 28.
Crit. All right. Well, maybe this is the turning point, because the party's rolls have been absolute disaster shit so far as you've been ragdolled hither and yon. Let's see if you can turn around with this crit. 2 things you see here. One is in the distance. You see 2 large dragons on. They're engaged in some sort of conflict. With a crit, I'll say that they appear to be fighting. You don't know who they are at this distance, but in the distance, there seems to be a dragon fight going on in the air above this car chase. That's one thing. The other thing is below you. You see that the war rig is chasing the Cymbeline caravan. You didn't know where they were going, but now you can see with your vantage point in the air. They appear to be heading for a fairy ring of mushrooms over the hills. They're still some distance away from it, but it seems like they think they're going to escape into the Feywild. Is where they're going.
Okay. can I assume I'm faster than the car. Can I, especially a Chevy Impala, please. Oh, the gas mileage on those. Would I be able to catch up to the Chevy Impala and try to cast a spell?
Sure. Yeah, what kind of spell are you looking at?
I want to cast Banishment on the person driving the car.
Okay.
So I need a Charisma saving throw.
All right, here we go. Botch 3. Fuck.
Okay. So they have been banished to another plane of existence. And presumably without a driver, the car will not be veering towards the mushroom ring anymore.
Yeah, correct. So you banish the driver, that car crashes. I believe we're down to 3. We started with 6. One, Rex ran over, leaving the restaurant. The other one got e-braked, and now that was the third one. As the car crashes, once again, Looney Tune noises. We still don't exactly know why that's happening.
Hey, what do you guys put in, like a cheat code or something? It feels like Big Head mode is on.
Ulysses collection, dangerous items, meaning video games, because it's bad for children.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out how I can obliterate. I've got, what's it, Eldritch Blast. Let me pull the thing up.
I'm looking up, historical defects with Chevy Impalas.
That is a 22, a 21, a crit 28, and a 17. How many of those hit?
Those all hit, yeah. You recently found a character sheet for a warlock. It was in your dad's vault or something, I believe.
Yeah.
And so now you're Eldritch Blast pilled, and you just start unloading. I think they're going to return fire. For every Eldritch Blast you shoot, they return fire with the Firestone Star, which sends a streaking firebolt over to you, Hop.
Okay, so let's roll 3 plus...
And I got 22, 27, 17, and 15 for my Firestone Star attacks.
1, 2, 3. So 3 plus 7 is 10, 11. The crit was on a 10, so that's 20, so that brings it to 31. 38 damage.
All right, so you're hitting the Impala with your Eldritch Blast. It's hitting the side and still making cartoon noises, clearly not doing as much damage as you would have
What
hoped.
happens if I make cartoon noises as I fire them? Does that increase the damage?
I don't think so. The Symbolians are returning fire on you, Doc Hop. You get hit with several firebolts, and I'm gonna roll that damage. Oof, bad. Only 7 damage, but you're only going to take 3 of that as the firebolt like binks off your shoulder with a comical, goofy noise. You can reach down like where you think you should have been burned, and it's just like slightly warm.
Austin, I would like to try to drive up again and command one of the driver to eat the wheel.
Okay, sure. That's probably pretty distracting. They botched. Wow. I think everyone in this scenario is having the worst day of their life. All right, the throat goat tries to get the whole wheel down. You have to look away. It's too upsetting to watch.
And Rex is going to yell out, Turbo, my child, if you're watching, please be aware, I am choosing to not kill them. This would be so easy. See, I'm a good dad, and I take out my #1 dad mug, and I take a sip out of it from the McDonald's Sprite that I secretly took. I'm sorry, McDullahan Sprite.
There's a Symbolian trying to eat the steering wheel because you commanded it to. In the passenger seat, another Symbolian looks over at you, and you see that they have buckled the belt of Kayfabe Ruth, which they stole from you, Rex, a symbol of wrestling authority, and they cast Compelled Duel on you in a way to make you fight Doc Hop, unless you can save against Wisdom saving throw.
Okie dokie, I can do that.
Yeah.
Perhaps. 18.
Yep, that's gonna do it. So you feel just for a second like Doc Hop is challenging your title, as the greatest king in the world, and you feel an urge to battle them to prove your supremacy before you're able to shake that off. You're familiar with this item. It was in your collection when Cymbeline stole it.
Rex goes, "Oh, please, that's so 30 episodes ago."
You're past that? That was the old you?
Uh-huh. Before I was a dad.
Uh-huh. Ulysses, what are you up to up there? You just banished someone?
Yeah, is there still another car to blow up?
Yep, there's 3.
Oh my gosh, there's so many.
Mm-hmm.
What do we got still?
You could just pick up the car.
Eh. I haven't given anyone cancer in a little bit. I want to use the nuke breath on one of them.
None of you are turbo, correct?
10, that's gonna fail.
So because of the cartoon sound effects, right, they're gonna turn into like a bunch of piles of dust with blinking eyes. That make that little, like blink.
21 nuclear damage.
Yeah, you hit the car with just a blast of, it's actually invisible, your breath, but you hear the people inside, react as if in pain, but it seems more muted than usually. Normally people scream the loudest you've ever heard when you hit them with this. Instead, it's more like shock of like, oh, suddenly I felt weird. And they swerve but do not crash. And you see ahead of you, I told you in the air, you see 2 dragons fighting. You're getting closer to them. So I don't know if you want to do anything about that, but that is also happening in the air near where you're going.
Yeah, can I tell at this distance either the colors of the dragons?
I think you already rolled perception on them before, so I think...
Yeah, I crit.
Yeah, you did.
Right?
I think you could see now it is Andronicus and Viola.
Well, that's not good. That's bad.
So, I'm going to give a quick heads up to Rex to be like, hey, I found your wife. She's fighting the strongest dragon in the mountains right now.
But I'm down here.
All right, the other one then.
But Dad's back in the old world. Who could this possibly be?
It's the chef one.
Oh no!
The enormous feathered celestial dragon Andronicus and Viola, the Komodo dragon looking puce beast, are like twirling around, scratching, biting, shooting blasts of magic at each other. You're not sure why. They are like kind of off to the side. Like your car chase is gonna take you closer to them, but not directly at them. So you have to choose to exit one fight to join the other.
Yeah. Rex will say, "Can you? Viola is not herself. Can you try to, I guess, stop her?
You want me to stop her?
Not kill her. Not kill her. Very
Well,
important.
I just mean, you want me specifically? All right, yeah. I'll try.
I don't know, Hop, do you want to jump out the window and do this instead? Either way, one of you, please.
I mean,
Yeah, I'll give it a shot, I guess.
I'm probably best here because I just have Eldritch Blast repeatedly. I ain't got much left in the tank.
All right, Ulysses, I give you permission. Tackle my wife.
Okay, I'm gonna start, breaking off from the car chase to go, I guess, deal with time-displaced, insane Viola.
Okie dokie. Rex and Hop are still on the war rig chasing 3 cars full of Cymbalines. They're getting closer to the fairy ring of mushrooms. You don't know what's going to happen if they get there. So that's your main concern right now. You still hear faint giggling all around you.
Okay, I would like to fucking spike the wheels of one of these cars with the dragon lance.
Yeah, so this is more like a tripping action. So let's do a dexterity contest to see if they can avoid your pit maneuver.
I wish I knew that before I said I was going to do it.
18.
11.
All right. No, I mean, for an instant car knockout, there's got to be some barrier to it. So you try to jam your spear down into the tires, and that Cymbeline swerves around you. You see in the back of this car, preparing some sort of attack. There's clearly an earth elemental of some kind, maybe the one that stepped on Ulysses. They have a bunch of different like textured earthen segments to their body. You're not sure exactly what kind of elemental they are. Doc Hop, anything from you?
I've got 4 Eldritch Blasts, and one of these things has got 4 wheels, so I think that's a good set of targets, 1 wheel each. 23, 20, 27, and 28 crit.
Holy Lord, another one. Yeah, you're beating the shit out of them.
Having the good rolls today. Let's go. Five plus 1 is 6, plus 2 is 7, 8, and then another 8. 16 damage. Aimed squarely at the tires.
Yeah, so you're hitting all the tires with the Eldritch Blasts that are hitting them and making big, goofy noises. But just the relentlessness of your attack seems to be about to tip over one of the cars, and suddenly it is cushioned by a wave of bubbles that have been following this car chase, and is buoyed by these bubbles. As we reach the Cymbaline's turn, you see the stream of bubbles kind of surround the whole car, lifting it up, and from inside this almost like cloud of giggles and bubbles, you see form a purplish dragon, similar to the Cymbalines, not exactly like them, purplish, bluish, butterfly-like wings, so it's very similar, but it's bigger first of all. But this dragon seems to be formed by the bubbles all coming together, and this dragon has something in its hand, which it smiles and says, "I got a gift for you," and throws what you, Laura, and Dan would recognize as a block of C4, which your characters don't know what that is. Constitution saving throw as a blast rocks the war rig.
Constitution.
16.
4.
Wow, that was a bad roll. Wow, the minimum damage on almost all of those die. Only 5 damage as the blast, like the concussive wave from the explosion, like batters you, but you are not vaporized, I think, as you very easily could have been. And then you see the dragon who threw that explosive dissolve back into bubbles and begin moving between the 3 remaining cars as like some sort of like living bubble shield.
I think my child is starting the early family tradition of physically assaulting your parents.
Hey, just to check, has anyone told you that we're your family? That we're, like, relatives and whatnot? Did anyone let you know that?
For the soapy, bubbly sounds of a shrill voice call out to you and says, "Cymbalines is family. Everyone else can suck it."
The Cymbalines sell each other out for a candy bar.
You killed me!
I didn't know it was you. Look, there's a lot of context you're missing here. It's been a really rough couple of years / decades. And then these chuckle fucks steal my egg, my only child, while all the entire time playing the victim.
If a Cymbaline puts their claws on it, it's theirs. It's their egg if they have it.
So I just have to grab you then?
You can try.
Rex turns into an adult red dragon.
Okay. Doc Hop, you're suddenly left on a vehicle going full speed over a mountain range. Do you try to grab the wheel or do anything, or do you just let this thing...
Yeah, what do I roll to grab that wheel?
With intelligence saving throw to figure out the things, if vehicle proficiency, if you have it.
I don't have vehicle proficiency, so that's... give me a sec. Intelligence is fine.
No, that's not gonna do it. You know, you grab the wheel, you're trying to pull on different levers, push different buttons. You don't know what a clutch is. You hit a rock going 80 miles per hour, and this thing starts flipping, and you are launched into the air.
Guess I become a dragon too, at least long enough to not crash horribly.
Yeah. Rex can now see his child. He doesn't need to be driving the car anymore.
Everybody is dragons right now. Seems like we're having a full-on level 20 dragon fight. Ulysses is going after Viola and Andronicus. Rex and Hop are staying to try to capture Turbo. I don't know if we need to be coy anymore. I think everyone realizes that Turbo turned into bubbles. That's a thing she can do. You didn't roll well enough to understand how or why or what's going on with the weird cartoon noises.
Yeah.
So that stuff is still a blank spot, but you get the sense that she's a powerful dragon. I will say, looking at her clearly in her non-disguised form, she does not appear to be red or puce or some kind of shade between red and puce. So do with that what you will.
How old does she seem to be? Because she's pulling some wild shit for a complete baby.
Yeah, insight?
What's that on my sheet? That is a 6. 19.
Perfect. Yeah, no, she absolutely seems much older than she should be biologically. There's a lot of different magical possibilities there, but something has definitely happened. It's like your baby is way stronger than she should be right now.
Viola should not have been drinking the time slime while she was pregnant. This is not.
Okay, because you said that specifically, can I get a medicine check? Because you're very close to saying something that I don't know if we should say right now.
10.
No, you don't know enough about obstetrics. You don't know about fetal development, so.
Well, it's also an egg, so I don't know how that plays into it.
Yeah. It's all dragon stuff. It's all fine.
Rex is running the genealogy in his head like, I'm red, she's purple, I think. I can't see that color. I don't know what this is. And I'm pretty sure my aunt didn't turn into bubbles when I ate her. She was ashes. That's different. That's completely different. Yeah, Rex is going to... What do I know about destroying Fey portals?
What do you know about destroying Fey portals? Interesting.
Like if I just fire breath the fairy ring, is that going to just transport the fire into the Feywild, or is it going to delete the actual like toadstools?
Yeah, I think you think that it could be disrupted if you hit it dead on with your fire breath. It might, yeah. If you just hit it like at a glancing blow, maybe your fire just goes through the portal. But you think you absolutely can if you disrupt the mushrooms with a dead on blast.
Or I just go to the edges of it, to stick my hands under the dirt and flip it.
Yeah, no, the mushrooms are not particularly evasive, so they have 0 in dexterity. They rolled a 12. I assume that's not going to be enough.
Yeah, it's not going to do it.
Okay. So Rex, you rain down a blast of fire, erasing those mushrooms on the hillside and giving the Cymbalines nowhere to escape to.
Yeah, that's the plan. Like, he can reconnect to the Feywild with his compass eventually if he needs to, and start working on that. But at the moment, no, they're not getting away.
All right. Meanwhile, Ulysses, you see in the distance 2 extremely powerful-looking dragons spinning around each other in the air. Viola is yelling something about, keep your hands off my woman, you whore, and blasting her breath weapon at a very confused Andronicus, who says, I have no idea what you're talking about. Why are you doing this? Stop it.
I'm afraid of women.
Hey, Auntie Viola, it's me, your favorite nephew, Ulysses. I know we're all kind of a little mad at Andronicus for not showing up at DiCaprio's wedding, or funeral, but I don't think this is the way to go about it. There's probably a better way to deal with it. By the way, you look really nice today.
Viola whips around and looks at you. She has a very strange look at her eye, like she both recognizes you and is confused by your presence. And she says, Ulysses, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be dead? we had this conversation already. I explained this to you.
Oh, okay. Well, I just got on my Adderall, so if you want to, like, explain it again, and I'll remember this time. I'm sorry, Aunt Viola. You're my favorite aunt.
Viola unhinges her jaw, and you see her slimy, drooling mouth of nasty poisons as she blasts you with her breath weapon. Can I get a Constitution saving throw?
22.
Wow, that's gonna save. You take only 16 damage as you are splashed with poisonous slime as her breath weapon, and it feels tingly and bad. You're thankful that you saved. Presumably, that if you got that in your eyes or in an open wound or something, you'd be feeling pretty terrible right now. As
Yeah.
Viola banks in the air, spins around you, and says, Turbo is right where she needs to be. Turbo's where she's always is. Turbo's here. Turbo's everywhere.
Oh, okay. Austin, I don't know what role I need to do, but I don't think I have a good score in it. What would Ulysses need to roll to understand the time displacement that poor Viola is going through right now, and how to try to fix it?
Insight?
Insight. I mean, there is a bonus to that. It's not a high one, but there is a bonus.
I thought you said anxiety at first.
20, Austin, I got a 20.
Yeah, we often play Ulysses like he's a himbo or whatever, but he is technically a genius level intellect compared to most species. So he understands
Doesn't he also crit on a 19?
Oh, that's right. I do crit on a 19. I haven't rolled one. So crit, Austin.
The cursed masks makes your life much more exciting, both botching and critting. So I'll just give you everything here. The time slime, the essence of senescence that Viola used on the rings to find the Symphony's hideout, all that worked perfectly, by the way. That plan, 100% success. The side effect you didn't see is that by being exposed continually to that much time slime has basically shattered her perception of time, and she is basically experiencing multiple timelines simultaneously, notably one in which her and Turbo are in a totally normal situation she's not worried about, the timeline you're in where everything is fucked and falling apart, and the timeline in which she ended up with DiCaprio Devereaux, and she perceives Andronicus is trying to home wreck them and is attacking him for that reason.
Yeah. Do I have any idea if she could be snapped out of that? Can I eat the time slime? Does that help?
Bite her finger off?
You know, I hadn't actually, I try to leave everything really open-ended. There isn't a specific solution to the time slime problem I had envisioned, but I do like the idea of Rex solving the Queen's Megalon situation by drinking that elf like a Capri Sun, and then you're like, well, it worked to Rex. I'll try to drink Aunt Viola.
If I just drink all the time slime, then there's no issue.
Like I said this before, we sucked our way into this problem. We can suck our way out. I believe in us.
It's the Orlando family motto.
Yeah, what do I roll to suck, Austin?
Keep on sucking.
Oh, I know where I am in time now. I'm in the only timeline where I'm getting sucked.
That's the only timeline I ever want to be in. Constitution saving throw, I think, with as breath control. This is what I said to Rex, and then under your breath, Quinn, you said, "Oh, it's not that hard. Just breathe through your nose."
I botched. I got a 14, but I did botch. Austin, can I consume too much time slime and become time displaced myself?
Fuck me running. What the fuck?
Turns him back into a baby.
Ooh, I become ancient.
Yeah, so Ulysses, you dart for Viola, you latch onto her with your with your teeth, and you're trying to bite at her, and she glares down at you. You are a baby to her. She's very powerful, and I think she has the time claw, right? The time dragon's bony claw. And out of her hand, you see like the Komodo dragon claw she has with like the dark black nails, and then there's just one skeletal white claw, and she rams that into you because you botched. And the amount of damage you're going to take is fairly inconsequential. I'll roll it, but the more important thing Yeah, you only take 6 damage. Not really that big of a deal to be stabbed when you're a dragon of that size. You begin feeling very strange as you start seeing different possible timelines. You see yourself at Desdemona's side when she succeeded in becoming your new mom and undermining the Orlando siblings. You see the different layers you could have gotten during the Ulysses arc where you were with the Slods at the non-Euclidean mountain. You see how that could have played out. You see yourself in all the different options that were awarded to offered to you with all your different hordes, and you basically go on like an acid trip as you get pumped full of time slime with the botch.
Yeah.
Somebody give him more Adderall.
Oh my god.
I'll balance out some of that time slime with some more Adderall. We'll eventually find the perfect mix.
How it couldn't go that bad, Adderall.
That's what ADHD people are suffering, is the effects of time slime, and you just need to meth your way through it.
Honestly, yeah, pretty accurate.
All right. Doc Hop, you see Rex obliterate the fairy circle with his fire breath. You see also 3 cars full of Cymbalines and elementals still trying to flee from you. There's a cloud of bubbles full of giggling that is like flitting between the cars. What do you do?
Rex, which do you want me on, your kid or your wife?
Well, don't say it like that.
Look, there's no time. Which way am I going?
Kid.
Okay, cool. Austin, what can I roll to try and do a swoop to grab that kid?
So the kid is currently a cloud of bubbles. I don't think there is a roll you can make to grab them because they're bubbles.
Okay, not currently grabbable. Okay, well in that case, I'm gonna keep firing at them. Give me a sec. Right. Just keep firing. 17, 11, 16, and 26.
2 of those hit.
Okay.
Once again, as your blasts strike the cars, still making goofy noises. Does not seem to be doing over much.
14.
Yep. So you're hitting the cars. It seems like when you're playing with toys and you kind of bonk them together and you're like.
Yeah. Without that long rest, there's really not much else I got in me. Sorry all.
It's fine. We gotta do what we gotta do.
Rex and Hop, you're all hit with a volley of fiery blasts from the copied Firestone stars. Here we go. 17 and 23, Rex. 17 and 10, Hop.
I have 25 armor class.
Holy Lord.
Yeah, Rex takes these fire shots to the chest like they're nothing. He is an adult red dragon, and just kind of looks dismissively at these Cymbalines as they do it.
All right, so the Firestone Star Blasts are just hitting you all ineffectually. They may as well be, wiffle balls. Cymbalines were never much of a physical threat. It's never been more obvious than now that obviously you beat them in a straight up fight.
They've been a mental assault the entire season. How big are these, I guess, cars in comparison to us? I'm trying to imagine here. Because my next thought is, well, we've destroyed the portal, and they're ineffectually firing fireballs at us. And they're talking about, you gotta capture it. You gotta capture it. Can Rex just pick one up in each of his clawed feet? Just 3 of them, and just fly up in the air and go, I'm putting you in timeout?
You could try to grab one of them, and they're going to try to evade you, so we'll do a contest in that case.
Yeah. I'm gonna start grabbing cars.
Okay, so yeah, you swoop down to try to grab a car?
I think Rex is gonna plant himself, just dive down in front of wherever they're driving and just try to grab it. This is me angling for a strike check because I'm big.
Athletics contest, 19.
Oh, perfect. I love an athletics contest, Austin, because I have a plus 17. 30.
Yep. So you swoop down and you grab one of the cars and begin lifting it off the ground. And of course, the gaseous cloud of bubbles comes streaming over and fills the whole car up as it's in your talons. And you're carrying this car full of bubbles, and it has a Cymbaline and an elemental inside. What do you do?
I'm gonna command the Cymbaline to fall asleep.
Okay, we'll do a quick charisma save here. 17.
8 plus proficiency would be 14 plus 2 is 16, so it saves.
All right, so you tell the Cymbeline to sleep, and it struggles to keep itself awake. It can't really do much. It's like turning the wheel, and the wheels of the car are flopping uselessly as you have it kind of in the air at your mercy.
What kind of elemental is this?
So we haven't you haven't quite figured out exactly what kind of elemental. It looks like related to an earth elemental.
Okay, so my question is more, can it fly? Which sounds like probably not.
Probably not.
And Rex is going to, like, you know, peer down, like, you know, because he's got a big snake-like neck as a dragon, cranes his head down and says, "Please consider the situation you're in. Desist now, or I will drop you. And even with this magical effect, you're gonna bounce hard and far."
Dragon's bad. Cymbeline's good.
I am being so much nicer right now. You have no idea.
The bubbles all swiftly form together to make the outline of the bluish, greenish dragon, and it leaps at you. And we're gonna do, let's see, teeth and claws and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a botch, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So Turbo Cymbeline forms from a bunch of bubbles and leaps at her dad. And this is like roughhousing. It does not do good.
Yeah, I think Rex like laughs, not like a dismissive way, but like that he enjoys this. This is great too. This is like playing with his child at this point. He's like, "Oh, this is great. Oh wait, my wife really gotta lock in here. Turbo, we can play later. Please stop this. Don't make me ground you."
Can I get a sleight of hand contest, as the attacks against you are ineffectual, but Turbo did learn from the best and does try to sneak a hand into your inventory.
Of course. 13.
Oh, 9. She gets a claw on Calibird. It almost yanks it out of the sheath, but luckily the mummified dryad, or the naiad that it's inside of, holds on. She almost got your sword.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rex is like, "You are too young for weapons, young lady."
Turbo like twists around trying to get your items. You are successfully keep her from stealing anything, and she says, "If I get my claws on it, it's mine."
There's a great video I remember seeing. I think it's the guy that plays Ip Man with his daughter. And it's he's doing like the Wing Chun, but against this toddler. Love it. That's what's happening right now. Yeah, Rex is gonna look at Turbo and say, "Turbo, I have moved heaven and earth across multiple planes just at a chance of getting you back. These Cymbalines don't care about you. They will forget about you in minutes after you're out of their line of sight. They'll sell you for a corn chip."
No, you don't understand Cymbalines at all.
Cymbaline, say I understand you.
Yeah, because you're still holding the car with the Cymbaline inside. Let me see. Charisma save. 15. I think yours was 16. The Cymbaline's like, "Rex understands us," and I think Turbo finds that disgusting that you did that. But
no, that's funny. That's good shit right there.
Doc Hop, you're seeing this? Rex has one car in his claw. Anything you want to add to this?
Hey, Turbo. If you could have like one thing on this planet, like any one thing on this planet, what would you want to have?
Slime.
Like any object on the planet.
Goo.
Oh, well, you know what? Fun fact, in this bag I've got here, there's both time and goo in there.
Gooey time?
Yeah, there's gooey time in there. Can I roll deception?
Yeah, please roll deception.
20.
Not a crit, but a 20. Is the end of this whole thing that you tricking Turbo Cymbeline into a bag, or Turbo Maximus, I don't know what she wants to go by yet, into a bag on the promise of goos and slimes. I know, Dan, you've heard the episode where Joa plays Turbo, and she's always just talking about slimes and goos and oozes and yucky paste and so forth. So it feels pretty in character. I think she definitely looks very interested. You just like hold open your trash bag of holding?
Yeah, if I can safely open the bag, if her flying into the bag isn't going to cause phenomenal cosmic problems.
You get her, and then it's just her head sticking out of the bag, and you cinch it shut so she can't move her arms and legs, and she's just stuck like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say traditionally bags of holding only have limited air supply, so she can't just be stuck in there forever. But yeah, if you cinch it around her like a hoodie or something, and her little head sticking out.
Yeah. I mean, like, you just keep wriggling around in there. When we get to the other end, I'll let you and the tiny slime out.
We bunny burritoed her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is very cat-like, so making a burrito is very yeah, I mean that I think with the 20 that does work. I don't know if it's the permanent end of this chase, but you get it for now.
It's the only way you can get them to take their medicine most of the time.
Okay, so for now, Turbo darts into the bag of holding. You cinch it around her. She is caught. The Cymbalines in the cars don't have anywhere to go because you destroyed the portal. And so I think at this point, they're all going to try to turn invisible and run away in different directions unless you are going to do something about that.
Oh, I can see where they are.
That's true.
So I can point Rex at them even if they go invisible.
Meanwhile, Ulysses, what is your experience of being slimed like?
It's imagine a lot of events happening concurrently that my brain is like probably melting a little bit, trying to like process all of them at once. But like I am like an ancient well, I guess not ancient, but I am like a very powerful lizard. So like I'm able to make some sense of these different timelines coming in and know that I'm in the one where I'm actively being like murdered and suffocated in time juice. But that is exactly where I want to be, Austin. It always has been. I am dedicated to drinking this time juice and saving Viola, no matter the cost that might come to me as a result of this.
This is a great question as well. Where is this going? Because I think, this isn't like I think I can turn to like page 218 in the book and see how this resolves, This is very much we're in the mind space here. I could definitely think of a couple of different ways we could continue this combat and try to solve something that way. I don't know what you all are thinking. Feel free to chime in, anybody, because currently Viola is seeing the time knife. She's the time wife seeing the time knife, and now she's showing it to you.
I mean, Austin, you know what I have to do. I have to attack the Orlando siblings because I'm now stuck in the Desdemona timeline.
Real quick, to reset the scene. So, Rex and Hop, you have successfully captured Turbo. The dragon is now in the trash bag of holding. Her little head's peeking out. She's squeaking and squirming, spitting out little bubbles ineffectually. There are Cymbalines running in every direction, turning invisible. Hop can still see them, but it would take you a minute to gather them all up if that's what you wanted to do. Ulysses and Viola were fighting. Ulysses tried to absorb the time slime, got its gut stabbed, and overdosed on senescence, and is going to come back to fight the Orlando siblings while they are gathering themselves amongst the wreckage of the Cymbalines. That's where we are. We're rolling initiative.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like that's where we are.
All right.
Okie dokie.
I can't believe Ulysses is gonna suck my wife.
I absolutely can. If I had to put money down, which character would suck your wife?
Unfortunately, already happened.
Oh my god.
4 initiative. Oh no, I have advantage on initiative. 21 on initiative.
11.
I'm trying to think how does a Ulysses that's been raised by Desdemona speak?
This is like the regional variant, the Desdemonan Ulysses.
Oh, if it isn't the pathetic Orlando siblings.
Hop, this has been a day.
Yeah, why is the toddler suddenly serious and gruff?
Oh, don't act like I'm not your better. We all know who's really the hierarchy of these mountains.
If it wasn't for the fact you'd stolen my initiative, I would be throwing Eldritch Blasts at you right now.
I mean, if we just want to get into it, I don't know how to justify who I go after. I have to attack somebody, and I feel like Ulysses would still fight like he would be before, which is just all fury at one person. I don't know who to aim it at, though. Do we let this be a roll of the dice?
I can say, Rex will say back to you, Ulysses, I know you're not yourself right now, and if there's any part of your mind in there, you're gonna regret what's about to happen if you proceed.
Oh, but Rex, we've already had this fight many, many times before.
Yes, we've had the fight. We'll be having the fight. I've already gotten the messages from my time-slimed wife. Stop sucking my wife!
I have been having the fight. I'm sucking her right now, Rex. What are you going to do about it?
Okay, well, you know what? I'm calling HR. Where's the HR dragon?
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna rush at Rex and just do all my attacks on him. So 23, 24, 27, and a botch.
Okay, I'm gonna reaction horn parry the 27.
Yeah, how does it feel to fight Dan, Quinn?
I think both ends of this are unfortunate. This is a lot of damage and stuff going on.
No, I love this. This is so good.
So you have to reroll the 27.
Oh, I have to reroll. Okay. Another botch then.
Okay, they all miss.
They all miss. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the only other thing I could do would be that. So yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, Ulysses rushes up to Rex, and this is not like an effortless parry. Rex is actively trying to not hurt Ulysses while doing this, although he's coming to the conclusion he probably needs to. And he's going to say, unfortunately, it seems like the Desdemona timeline made you a little bitch. You were so much better with us. And it's not my turn yet, so Rex stands there T-posing on his nephew.
Unky Wex, why did you say that to me? He's experiencing his baby thoughts now.
Oh.
I don't know what timeline that is, but it's making me uncomfortable.
It's the one where Ulysses never grew up. He never got the guidance he needed.
Why'd he sound like that, though?
He's a baby.
This is the one where he gets the adult baby fetish. That's the oldest version of Ulysses. He's ancient. It's what's that that like sitcom where the guy just refuses to pay the person that cleaned their house. He just goes, "I'm just a little baby. I don't have any money."
Oh, Broad City.
There you go. Tootsie, I don't think this is time for cats. This is dragon time. What do you think? She's staring me down.
Okay, I'm firing some Eldritch Blasts around. Let's go. 27, 11, 20, 21? How many of those hit?
All of those except the 11.
Okay, so 3 of those hit for 15, 22 damage.
Dookly dookly.
Pew pew pew, pew pew pew.
Notably, when those blasts hit Ulysses, instead of beeps and honks and cartoons blammo MP3. It just, you hear the sound of like force hitting flesh and blood spilling. The effect that has been over all of you this fight has ended. So
we're not hearing the sound of clocks and hourglasses.
There's less clown honks.
Yep. For anyone curious, page 126 of the Draconic Codex, Playscape.
The light dragon.
Yeah. The dragon magic alters surroundings, turning weapons into toys and spells into stage effects. All strikes and other damaging effects gain the non-lethal trait and are accompanied by magical sound effects. I didn't make this up, it's real.
As Austin has decided that his friendship with Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast has ended, now Paizo is his new best friend.
But yep, that was Hop blasted Ulysses with the Eldritch Blasts, and now it is Rex's turn.
All right, I'm going to maul my nephew. 27, 18, 24.
Yep.
All right, this is going to be... I also need a Constitution saving throw.
Botch, 14.
You're stunned.
Okay. Well, I do have that thing that just lets me ignore that, though, I think.
Oh, then there you go. So, you're not stunned then. I'm going to pull out a calculator now. Give me a moment.
Oh, yeah, Indomitable. I have to re-roll it with a plus 20 bonus. Yeah, it's going to be 42 then.
Yeah, you succeed. I rolled really high, too. 27...
It's all good.
Plus 28, plus 9. 109 damage.
Holy fucking lord. At the end of your turn, Rex, there is a legendary action from Turbo, whose head is sticking out of the bag. She wants to get involved in the fight. She's a rowdy little creature, and she uses her draconic breath weapon, Breath of Fresh Air. The dragon unleashes a stream of magical bubbles in a 30-foot cone. Each creature within the area takes 7d8 spirit damage, blah, blah, blah. A creature who fails to save is also slowed. So, that is what we're doing now.
What's the stat?
Charisma. It's, also the charisma was the playscape that turned everything into toys that you failed last episode, because it's basically her willpower that is doing this to you all. Mm-hmm. So Rex and Hop, because you captured Turbo, she blasts you with the bubbles. Charisma saves.
25.
Nice.
Crit 31.
So she, because her head sticking out of your bag, she blasts you with the bubbles and Rex, but both of you are much stronger than this baby. So you're only going to take half, which is 18, and none of you are slowed. So she does hit you with a blast of bubbles, but not that much.
I boop her on the head. I go, hey, you won't get time slime if you keep doing that.
You're mean.
Rex will actually, it stings him in the side, and he'll like actually kind of pat her on the head and go, "That's not bad. You're gonna have to keep that up. We're gonna get you on a nice training regimen. You'll be popping people like bubbles soon enough."
I love bubbles.
Ulysses is gonna turn to Rex and say, "Where's DiCaprio? Still hiding in shame after Hop exploded into steam?" And then I'm going to make all my attack rolls, I believe, with advantage because of one of my fighter abilities. So we're going to do 30, 29, a crit, and then the last one is actually going to be a nuclear blast. So you'll need to make a dexterity saving throw. 20 is the number to beat.
Okay, so I'm going to do 2 parries, because I can, and I'm going to parry the crit and the 29.
27 and 31.
All right, crit, yeah. I'm confused because you've rolled so many numbers, but I believe you've hit me with everything. The crit isn't a crit because it's, disadvantage. Oh wait, no, it's still whatever. Just roll your damage. I'll take the damage, and I need to make one, like a Constitution save. You said.
Dexterity saving throw. Yes, 20 is what you're
Okie
looking for.
Ulysses and Rex are like, trading blows, doing badass stuff, and you horn parry, you knock the unicorn's horn spear out of his hand, and he pulls out 2 more because he was duplicating them earlier.
Yeah, roll a bunch of damage. I did manage to just, I guess, tank the nuclear explosion.
Yeah, I guess you were just you just put like a microwave safe hat foil over it or something like that, and it just got deflected.
I pick up one of the Impalas and throw it in front of the explosion.
You rotate so that the radiation sort of evenly gets you, and it's not so bad.
Oh, you just have a cool tan now?
Tell me, Ulysses, do you see the reality where Hop got with a different blue woman instead of Gertrude? Or maybe where she got into green women? How's that timeline looking?
Yeah. I'll turn to like Hop and be like, where are all your yellow wives? You're so big into yellow wives in this timeline. That's going to be, I believe, 70 even on damage.
Machi. Yeah, I'll do it.
And then I will do a second wind to give myself back a little bit of health, but then I probably die. Laura, kill me.
It's me. Let's try and kill you. Right, what have I got?
Quick, pull some
Hurry,
cards.
'cause I pretty much do the same thing next turn, too.
15, 22, 13, and 27. I'm assuming 2 of those are successes.
You are correct.
Yep. So I'm hitting you for 8 damage.
It's not nothing.
It's not enough, but it's something.
Hop has an extremely cool power-up sequence where she charges her geothermal breath weapon and it lightly steams Ulysses.
Look, I have cool tools in my tool belt, and they're all
It's okay,
gone.
Hop. It's been a long day, a really long day.
I've been trying.
How's Viola?
I helped you both see the future so well.
How are Viola and Andronicus looking right now? Are they still scuffling in the background of this?
So I think when Viola overdosed Ulysses on the time slime, she probably passed out, and Andronicus is very confused and probably went to go get help or something. So I think they're fine. Like
He went, "That's crazy." Later.
He's very confused, but he's not malicious. He's not just gonna like stomp your unconscious wife to death because she started a fight with him. But no, I think Ulysses' noble sacrifice here diffused that, and so
Okay.
Viola will be fine. The question now is will Ulysses be fine?
Oh boy, yeah, I'm gonna fucking squeeze his little ass now. 26, 25, 34.
Yeah, those all hit.
All right, give me another con save.
18.
Hold on, let me do the math here. So that's plus strength. 5 plus 8 is 13, I believe. 8 plus 5 plus 6. No, that fails by 1. It's 19. So you are stunned, and now I'm going to
cheat for me.
108 damage.
That wouldn't have been enough if I hadn't taken the Eldritch Blasts.
Yeah!
Hey, I helped! Yeah!
Rex grabs Ulysses in air and goes, "I'm truly sorry for the version of you that's from our timeline. For the rest of you, Divine Dragon Spinning Pile Driver." and does the Siberian Atomic Express Zangief does to him right into the ground.
Okay, so you knock Ulysses out.
Adderall goes everywhere.
Like Sonic's rings.
He coughs up whole bottles. I non-lethally knock him out in a spinning pile driver.
Wow. Against all odds, I really thought that we had reached a situation where things were going to get so out of control. And it seemed like the mood of everyone on the show was like, oh, we're fucked now. We really messed this one up. But it seems like you got the loom. Viola is no longer rampaging. Ulysses is no longer rampaging. You got everything you wanted, right? I think? like you two are Rex and Hop are standing over Ulysses' unconscious body. You got Turbo in the bag. What do you say and do? How do you feel about all this?
Is there anything we're forgetting, Hop? Did we leave some sort of time-delayed bomb somewhere we need to turn off? Is your secret uncle going to come kill us? What's that? It's like surely this is the end. There can't be anything else, right?
Look, I have to believe we actually did it. We got your kid. Your wife is not currently time crazy. We got the loom. I'm running through everything in my head. We've won all the people that came to fight us and were like, oh, you gotta beat us to prove that you're powerful enough to, like, make the decisions about what should happen. Got defeated. I think we actually did it.
Well, you say, is there anything else, or do we leave any unattended bombs? In the distance, you see Keeper sitting in the claw of Rosalie, and as she flies across like the landscape, and he just waves to you, smiling broadly, not understanding why you would be mad at him.
Oh yeah, that. Oh, we never found out about the what was it? The A-lift. Never got to that. I guess we could go ask Andronicus now. I'm so tired. Oh god.
Look. It's rare that it feels so much like we got all wins. I'm gonna choose to just la la la. I'm not listening. Pretend that we did everything. We win. We did it. Story over.
Yeah, Rex is gonna kind of hold his hand out to like basically ask like, hey, can I hold my daughter for a moment? the bag.
I hold you the bag of swaddled daughter.
And he's holding it like those kids that have the harnesses, and you can just kind of pick them up by the back. And he goes, "You young lady have given me quite a stressful day."
I'm gonna get you, oh you old murdering man. I'm gonna take all your stuff and bite all your fingers.
Yeah, that's called inheritance and raising a child. That's pretty normal for dragons. You like those horrible little fairy dragons, don't you?
Civilians are family. Everyone else can suck it.
Again, they literally sold each other out for almost nothing.
You wouldn't understand.
At a drop of... No, I think you're a baby, and you have a twisted sense of morality and consequences.
Dexterity saving throw as a Turbo fires one of her armpit-mounted grappling hooks that Joa equipped her with.
Okay, hold on. 17.
That's not gonna do it. It hits you right in the face. You take 3 damage.
Okay.
And it latches onto your snout, and she tries to pull herself out of the bag.
Okay, he's gonna very gingerly pull that off of his snout and then drop it, and I see it recoils back in like a strand of spaghetti on the grapnel wheel. And he goes, "I'm gonna regret this later. Hop, I think we just tell the siblings to leave the Cookie Mountains and we don't kill them. We've already told a few to fuck off. And I guess as long as we have the loom, we can sort of future-proof ourselves a bit here."
Whatever you want. Today's a win. It's all good.
Yeah, Rex is gonna kind of like yell out. I think probably a lot of these siblings have run off by now, but they can almost certainly still hear and see him. And he's basically gonna say, "Hey, siblings, because my daughter likes you, I'm not gonna obliterate you today. Get the fuck out of my country."
Tell them to come back for like 1 second. Try some of the Adderall on the floor. See if that helps out your whole deal.
Eat some of that. Maybe that'll calm you guys down.
They all become neurotypical instantly. They all get white-collar jobs. No, there's one more downtime in the season, and then we are done with season 12. You've done it. You've succeeded in almost every way. You've gotten almost everything you wanted. There's just a couple more things to conclude, which we'll talk about next time.
Yeah, as Rex slings his wife over his shoulder and has to figure out how he's gonna manage this situation now.